I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama with its vicious racists,
on August 28th, 1963, Martin Luther King delivered his influential I Have a Dream speech. The speech, delivered on top of the Lincoln Memorial, appealed for an end to racism in the United States. The speech itself outlines the issue of racism deeply ingrained within our society. However, this issue is not just a problem today. Racism is an issue that has plagued human society since the first time black met white. Backtrack 4.5 centuries to the Elizabethan era. Racism was just as prominent in that time period as it is today. Witness Othello, by William Shakespeare. In the play, readers experience the downfall of one of Shakespeare's greatest heroes, Othello, the mighty Venetian general. His prejudice against his own skin color and that of those around him blinds his judgment. Society's discrimination against the Moor plays on Othello's own insecurities regarding his race. Finally, Iago, the play's main villain, has a deep hatred for the Moor primarily because of his ethnicity. In William Shakespeare's Othello, it is apparent that race is a key aspect that contributes to the downfall of the mighty Moor. Foremost, Othello's own inherent prejudice towards himself and those closest to him impairs his reasoning and ultimately leads to his ruin. His own skin color causes him to doubt himself, making him suspect things that do not even exist. In his soliloquy, Othello exclaims, "Haply, for I am black, and have not those soft parts of compensation that chamberers have. She is gone, and I am abused." Here, he says that he does not have the charms and charisma that other white men possess, and as a result, Desdemona has become unfaithful. However, in reality, none of this is true. Additionally, Othello's nefarious speculations are also caused by his prejudice towards the color of those around him. In the play, Iago informs Othello that all Venetian women lead secret love lives away from their husbands. Because of Othello's fear of racial and cultural anxieties, Desdemona is transformed from a virtuous wife to a Venetian strumpet in his mind. Othello's prejudice toward his own ethnicity and that of those around him lead him to construe outrageous presumptions. These presumptions and feelings of prejudice cause Othello to plot the murder of Cassio and Desdemona, ultimately leading to the great general's suicide. Along with Othello's own racist attitudes, society's discrimination against the Moor also contribute to Othello's death. Take Brabantio, for example. When Othello was only Brabantio's army general, Brabantio welcomed him into his home and treated Othello as an honorable guest. However, as soon as Othello requests to marry Brabantio's daughter, the senator goes berserk. He assails Othello and says, "O thou foul thief, where hast thou stowed my daughter? And thou hast practiced with her on foul charms, abused her delicate youth with drugs or minerals." Here, Brabantio accuses Othello of stealing and practicing witchcraft. Both accusations associated with Othello's racial heritage at the time. Apparently, Othello was competent enough to be the military general of Venice, but not good enough to be Brabantio's son-in-law. Furthermore, through the character Rodrigo, Shakespeare declares that people will attempt to hurt someone they don't personally know as a result of their prejudice against skin color. This can be witnessed when Rodrigo carries out Iago's plan and causes Cassio to lose his military position. Through Rodrigo, it can be seen as someone who does not know Othello personally is willing to ruin his life because of jealousy stemming from racial discrimination. Society's discrimination towards Othello's ethnic group builds on Othello's own insecurities regarding his race, and is a key factor that allows the play's tragedy to occur. Finally, Iago's hate towards Othello is primarily driven by racism. In Act 1, Iago says, "I hate the Moor." Here, he not only states that he hates Othello, he implies that he has a deep ingrained resentment for Othello's ethnic group as well. Hate from Iago is especially damaging for numerous reasons. First of all, Iago is a psychopath. After Iago's promotion, he could have stopped his torture of Othello. Instead, Iago continues to torment Othello. This displays his innate sadism. Because of his naturally sadistic nature, Iago is especially harmful towards Othello. He tortures the noble Moor's mind beyond recognition and is the primary cause of the play's tragedy. Furthermore, Othello's deep trust in Iago is extremely dangerous and detrimental. In Iago's soliloquy, he states, Iago says that his sinister scheme will involve taking advantage of Othello's naivety. Furthermore, the renowned English scholar A.C. Bradley once stated that Othello, we have seen, was trustful and thorough in his trust. He put his entire confidence in the honesty of Iago. This confidence was misplaced. Indeed, Othello's confidence in Iago is so deep and so thorough that he does not believe his own wife's confessions before he murders her. Iago is exceptionally harmful to Othello. His hatred towards Othello and Othello's ethnicity allows him to manipulate and torment the valiant general without the slightest feeling of remorse. In conclusion, due to numerous reasons, Othello's downfall is caused primarily by racism. His judgment is clouded by his prejudice of both his skin color and that of those around him. This prejudice ruins his relationship with his loyal lieutenant and wonderful wife. Furthermore, discrimination from society also leads to Othello's downfall. The opposition he receives from Brabantio and Rodrigo build on his own racial insecurities and as a result, makes him more susceptible to Iago's treachery. Finally, Iago despises Othello primarily because of an innate resentment towards Othello's culture group. Indeed, it is racism and this type of ideology associated with it that allows some of the most atrocious events in history to occur. From slavery in the Americas to the Holocaust, time and time again has history proven this point. Time and time again, history repeats itself. Time and time again, we do not learn. And time again, blood is shed. The cycle will only end if we choose to end the discrimination.